What is up, killers? Kevin today, back with a brand new episode of Skyrim Special Edition. Today in this video we are going to be looking at 10 armor mods on the Bethesda website. Without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. AIO Faelmer Armor and Weapons Redone, coming in at 43.2 megabytes of a download. On the concept of this particular one, it is beautiful indeed. Loads of different varieties and reskins of the Faelmer armor, going in from the grunts to the heavy visuals on screen. And now the lighter set coming in with that blue glow is absolutely gorgeous. But my favourite, and takes the biscuit out of all of this, is going to be the heavy Falmer sets to do with the game. They are going to be covered within this glow effect. One is going to be a blue and one is going to be an orange. You will see that one. And obviously Ancient Falmer within this particular mod is going to have the textures redone too. Now we did cover that one absolutely ages ago, but that is included within this particular mod. For my personal favourite overall for this particular mod is going to be the standard Falmer armor. Again with that glow is going to be absolutely gorgeous. If you do like Falmer, this is definitely going to boost that sort of expectation of it slightly higher, and personally I'm drawing towards it if I'm using a mage character for the heavy gear. Rebellion Pirate Armor, 1K textures. This one is coming in at 19.9 megabytes of a download. This is the light version of the Rebellion Pirate Armor and has maximized the 1K texture size only. The file is going to be reduced from a whopping 44 megabytes to a 20 megabyte download. If you have a requirement for this space, I would highly recommend downloading the original main version, as you will probably get the 2K textures instead of the 1K textures, but personal preference, there's not too much difference, so I'll bite the bullet on the textures and keep that low download size. As a standalone set of this particular armor can be crafted at the forge. All of the gear can be crafted under the leather section within the forge. This can also all be upgraded via the workbench. It's going to be classed as light armor and it's going to be suitable for males and for females, with all races included. For this particular set you will get the main pirate chest, gauntlets, boots, and will get a variety of coloured bandanas. Also as well you will get a few themed captain pirate hats. This is very cool indeed. You could pair this definitely with a few other different mods that would give you the full experience of being a pirate. Great video idea there, might add it to my notepad. Chainmail Armor 1K textures, coming in at 12.4 megabytes of a download. This is the light version of the Chainmail Armor set and has been maximized for a 1K size textures only. The file size has been reduced from 33 to 12 megabytes. If you do have the space left though, I'd highly recommend you guys grabbing the original, as the textures on that one are going to be a 2K. But if you can bite the bullet and you want to save a load of space, grab this one. Personally, you do not know too much difference within the textures overall. Again, this is going to be a port from the nexusmods.com, and this adds a full set of chainmail armor plus a shield and a variety of helmet too. This is going to be in the style of the Cyrodiil from Oblivion for males and for females, and can be worn by all races, including beast races too. Craftable in the steel section, you will find this within the forge. It does require the advanced smithing perk to make, and you can upgrade this via the workbench. It's going to be classed as a light armor, but for this one you do get the main chest piece itself, the boots, the gauntlets, a light steel helmet, and as I said before, a beautiful shield to accompany this particular one. To enable all gear, stats are going to be balanced throughout this one, so it's going to be pretty much lore friendly, and it's going to be traditional base with a chainmail in light steel in the crafting menus too. Targaryen King Armor 1K textures. This one is coming in at 20.8 megabytes of a download. Now we have covered this one prior onto the channel, but that one is going to be optimized for a 2K texture. This one is going to be the lighter version of the Targaryen King Armor and has maximized the 1K file texture size only. This file size reduced it from 28 megabytes to 21 if you're having sort of space issues on your particular load order or even whatever platform you're using. But for this one I highly recommend using the 2K. If you can squeeze out that extra 7 megabytes of a download, you will definitely notice the difference. But overall Again, an absolute stunning set of armor. As I said before, we have covered it many times, and for this particular one, the summary is going to be adds 2 sets of armor inspired by the House Targaryen from the Game of Thrones series, A Song of Fire and Ice Series 2, for male and for females, and can be worn by all races, including beast races too. Craftable any forge or anvil and upgradable via the workbench in any way. No particular weaponry for this particular set, or mod shall we say, but overall a nice variance of armor. Void Steel, coming in at 32.6 kilobytes of a download. This adds Void Steel as a tier of weapons and armor. It's classed as a heavy set and not really that strong, but overall a nice aesthetic and a nice new change to the Dwarven set too. Now, to get this particular set, obviously it's going to be located within the Forge under the Dwarven category, but you will need the Dwarven Void Steel ingots. For those particular ones, you can craft them at any smelter within the game. Obviously for me, I can bulk do them, so I did that, and upon that I could go back into the Forge and create this particular set of armor. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below, guys. I'm a little bit torn between this one, but personally I think it's a way better looking armor set than the vanilla one. ElSopa HD Steel Plate Armor, coming in a flat and beautiful 23 megabytes of a download. This is going to be a port from the nexusmods.com, and I do believe we have covered this particular mod on the channel before in a previous episode to do with the brand new console mod. Stand me if I am corrected, but I'm pretty sure that it has been covered. But for this one, it has hit the website recently. A beautiful retexture of the steel plate armor in a 2K resolution with loads of other different colors and small detailing added to the plate armor itself. Please do note that the boots are not going to be covered within this particular mod, but personally they do fit very seamlessly together via vanilla in comparison with the mod. I think this is very nice indeed. I do love the aspect of it is completely changed, and personally I think it's changed for the better. Guys, if you do want a lore friendly steel plate armor replacer in quotations to do with the vanilla one, this is going to be a great new pickup for you guys to try. Revan Armor, coming in at 77.2 megabytes of a download, inspired the armor from Darth Revan. This is going to be the first mod author's first time modding armor with a particular program. Thing looks pretty cool. The cape is clipping ever so slightly, but overall works absolutely beautifully. For this particular set, it can be found on screen now, but if you do not know where that is, it can be found outside of the cave near Helgen, where the tutorial ends within the vanilla base game. You can walk there or run through Helgen itself, back through and pick this one up when you do finish. Overall, a very nice set indeed. A little bit pricey on the download size in comparisons between the model meshes and textures, but overall a nice new addition to the game. Had no problems with this particular one upon downloading it, picking it up and trying it. There was no crashes whatsoever, and overall really did enjoy it as a Star Wars set to be added into the game. Armor Variants Expansion, coming in at 19 megabytes of a download. This is going to be a port from the nexusmod.com, and you can definitely tell as this mod is absolutely awesome. For this one, its variants expansion is going to aim to adjust and increase the variety of armors within Skyrim to keep it true, immersive and lore friendly, by adding new armor custom models from some vanilla and existing assets within the game, truly close to a defined lore friendly version. This is not a replacer mod, so do not worry about that. It is more of a standalone mod which will add and allow you to have other different things within game and sort of mix up the playstyle and variants of things you can have. For in the iron section, you will have helmets, chests and a heavy tower shield, also with a wooden one within the light category, and it's going to be the hide variant of all of this. Also as well, you can have a steel, which is going to be a two-horned helmet, and a few other different variants of armor within that category. Also as well, you're going to get a beautiful rounded shield, which is not too far from the vanilla one within the base game. Personally, this one looks a little bit more crisp and cleaner overall. Dwemer, which you're going to get a new chest and a new helmet piece within there, which personally again looks absolutely beautiful, probably true to what it should be. It kind of gives me a nostalgic feel to previous other games. Leather as well, you will get a different version of that one, which will have different shoulder pads within that set. Personally, I think this is absolutely great. Most NPCs might have these particular armors. Bandits, Nordic caves and other different preferences of NPCs will have these particular sets of armor. You can improve some of the sets too on the smithing bench, and and all can be picked up via those categories within the Forge. I absolutely adore this mod. I think it's very nice indeed. It has been a lot of praise and a lot of hype around it as soon as it hit the Bethesda on the website, and I thought I'd join in and experience it myself. Lucatiel of Mirrah. This one is coming in at 3 megabytes of a download. This adds a beautiful set from Dark Souls to the standalone armor. There's going to be 2 different variants of this particular armor. One is going to be with the mask on and one is going to be without, and there's also going to be a few different variants of weapon to be added into the game too, and you can craft and get all of this under the iron category within the Forge, and no perks are going to be required for this particular one. No male armor variant of this particular one? Well, let me tell you that there is. That actually worked really nicely on my male character, but obviously this is aimed for females. I just wanted to stress test it and see where it would go, if it'd have a clip, glitch, or even possibly crash my game, and that wasn't an issue whatsoever. Is the gear overpowered? No, it's generally better than iron, so if you are looking for a low to mid tier set of armor looking pretty damn swanky for, again, less than like 5 megabytes, this one is going to be 3 megabytes, which is really astonishing. Usually some of these Dark Souls armors that have been uploaded to the Bethesda website this year have been very clunky, but so far from this particular model offer, they have been silky smooth and looking absolutely gorgeous. Craftable Blooded Heavy Armor Special Edition, coming in at 27.1 megabytes of a download, a port from the nexusmods.com. A heavy set of armor crafted to match the Targ of Blooded, available for both genders, weights and races. All are compatible with this particular armor to adapt and allow you to craft this without having to read the note or the book. You can create all of the pieces of armor for this particular set within the Skyforge. I'm not sure if you need a particular smithing perk to create this. I just sort of jumped straight in, went to the nearest Skyforge, aka which was going to be within Whiterun, and rustled this set of armor up. All can be upgraded via the workbench. Maces can be bunged on the grindstone to get that polished finish with this particular set of armor. Very lore friendly, kind of like a Mad Max vibe going on with the shoulder pads there, but overall models, meshes and textures were really nice for this particular set of armor. Helmet, probably my preference would be switched out from maybe a hooded cloak, or probably no helmet whatsoever. It'd be cool to have an invisible set of, invisible helmet with this particular set. That'd polish it off very nicely, but overall a very cool mod. So guys, that's the end of this episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I would very much appreciate a like on the video. Click that subscribe button right next as well. There is going to be a little bell icon. If you click that, you will get a notification in some way, shape or form when I upload a video to the channel. But until the next one guys, Killerkev here and Killerkev out.